Imagine spending $2 million on an SUV? Sounds crazy? Well, today we're looking at machines that make a Rolls-Royce look like a budget car. From bulletproof beasts to SUVs with coffee makers built in, these aren't just luxury vehicles. They're rolling fortresses. And wait till you see number 1. 13. Mercedes AMG G63, $179,000. Let's kick things off with an absolute legend, the Mercedes AMG G63. This thing is like a brick-shaped missile with luxury seats. Under that boxy hood, you've got a monster 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pumping out 577 horsepower. And even though it looks about as aerodynamic as a garden shed, this beast will hit 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds. Inside, pure luxury all the way. We're talking leather everywhere, carbon fiber bits, and a commanding view of all the peasants below you. And speaking of looking down on people, guess who owns one of these? Kylie Jenner and David Beckham both have one in their garage. But at $179,000, this is just the beginning of our crazy journey through the world of ultra-expensive SUVs. Things are about to get even wilder. 12. BMW XM, $186,000. Next up, we've got BMW's absolute unit, the XM. This isn't just any BMW, this is their most powerful SUV ever. Under that massive hood and that even more massive grille, you're getting a hybrid powertrain that combines a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 with an electric motor. Together, they're cranking out a mind-blowing 644 horsepower. And if that's not enough, the label red version pumps out 738 horses. Now, what that does that translate to on the road? The XM can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 4.3 seconds, which is impressive for an SUV of its size. The XM also utilizes a plug-in hybrid system that allows for all-electric driving over a range of about 30 miles on a full charge. Step inside, and you're surrounded by the finest Napa leather and wood trim. The seats even massage you while you're crushing highways. And don't even get me started on that Bowers & Wilkins sound system. It's like having a concert hall on wheels. But at $186,000, we're still just warming up. 11. Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, $196,300. Now this one's special. It's the only SUV to come from Porsche's legendary GT division. The Cayenne Turbo GT is what happens when sports car engineers get their hands on an SUV. We're talking 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds. That's supercar territory, and it's all thanks to that 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing out 650 horsepower. It's one of the fastest SUVs ever made with a top speed of 189 miles per hour. The inside is wrapped in carbon fiber, leather, and Alcantara. Because why not? And when you need to stop this 5,055-pound missile, massive carbon ceramic brakes have got your back. 10. Range Rover SV Long Wheelbase, $234,000. Now we're crossing into the $200,000 club with this stretched-out beauty. The Range Rover SV Long Wheelbase is basically a luxury apartment on wheels. Under the hood, a BMW M-powered 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 making 606 horsepower. But this isn't about speed, it's about luxury. The back seats have more legroom than your living room. And the customization options? You could spend days just picking out different types of wood trim. This is the kind of SUV that makes a Bentley owner nervous. 9. Aston Martin DBX 707, $236,000. Want to know what happens when James Bond needs to pick up groceries? This is what happens. The Aston Martin DBX 707 is the world's most powerful luxury SUV. We're talking 697 horsepower from an AMG-sourced 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8. This thing will hit 60 in 3.1 seconds and top out at 193 miles per hour. That's faster than most sports cars. Inside, it's all leather, Alcantara, and carbon fiber. And those sports seats, they'll hug you tighter than your grandmother at Christmas. 8. Lamborghini Urus Performante, $260,000. Now we're talking about a proper super SUV. The Urus Performante is what happens when Lamborghini decides to build a family car. 657 horsepower, 0 to 62 in 3.3 seconds, and a top speed of 190 miles per hour. It even set a production SUV record at Pikes Peak. And guess what? It's got a rally mode, because apparently someone thought taking a $260,000 Lamborghini off-road was a good idea. And who owns one? Oh, just Cristiano Ronaldo and Kim Kardashian. You know, regular folks. If you're loving these insane SUVs so far, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're only halfway through, and trust me, things are about to get even crazier. We're about to check out some SUVs that make these look cheap. Starting with this next one that's basically from the future. 7. Faraday Future FF91, $309,000. The FF91 is the only electric SUV on our list, and damn is it special. How does 1,050 horsepower sound? Or how about 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds? That's hypercar territory from an SUV. But the real party, it's happening inside. This thing has 11 different screens. Not one, not two, 11. We're talking more than 100 inches of total screen real estate. There's a massive tablet-style screen in the center, another one for the passenger, and even screens built into the doors. And the back seats are actually zero-gravity seats with 60-degree reclining angles. And they're 14-way adjustable with 4-way lumbar support. Plus, they're heated, cooled, and they massage you. There's something called spa mode that changes the lighting and audio to help you relax. Oh, and that massive 27-inch screen? It literally drops down from the roof for your entertainment. With a 142 kilowatt-hour battery pack, you're looking at 381 miles of range. So yeah, this isn't just an SUV, it's basically a rolling tech mansion. And at $309,000, it's actually not even close to being the most expensive ride on our list. 6. Bentley Bentayga EWB Mulliner, $339,150. When regular luxury just isn't enough, there's this beauty. The extended wheelbase Mulliner edition is basically a private jet for the road. Under that elegant hood sits a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing out 542 horsepower. 0 to 60, just 4.5 seconds. Not bad for something that's basically a luxury apartment on wheels. The real magic happens inside, though. We're talking airline specification seating that'll make you forget about actual first class. And check out who's driving these beauties. David Beckham's got one in his collection. Simon Cowell rolls in one too. And of course, Kylie Jenner added it to her massive car collection. 5. Ferrari Pur Aangi, $400,000. Ferrari says this isn't an SUV, it's an FUV, Ferrari utility vehicle. Whatever you call it, it's absolutely insane. We're talking about a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 with 715 horsepower. This prancing horse will gallop to 62 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds and hit 193 miles per hour. And those suicide doors? Pure theater. This is Ferrari's first ever 4-door, 4-seat production car. And guess what? They're already sold out for the next 2 years. Even Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't resist. He just added a dark blue one to his $22 million car collection. 4. RollsRoyce Black Badge Cullinan, $450,500. Now we're getting into the really serious stuff. The Black Badge Cullinan is what happens when Rolls-Royce decides to go dark. Under that massive hood sits a 6.75-liter V12, making 592 horsepower. Everything is handcrafted, from that blacked-out grille to those custom wheels. Even the paint has hand-painted coach lines. And here's the crazy part. That $450,500 price tag, that's just the starting point. Start checking those option boxes, and you'll blast past $500,000. And the celebrity lineup is just as impressive. Shah Rukh Khan rocks a white one with custom touches. Kylie Jenner's got hers with a bubblegum pink interior. She calls it her mom car. And Nicki Minaj? She went all out with a custom pink exterior and red leather inside. Now we're into the top 3, and trust me, it gets even wilder. 3. Mercedes Maybach G650. Landaulet, $754,200. This is something special. Only 99 of these were ever made. It's basically a G-Wagon with a convertible roof for the back seats. And under the hood, a twin-turbo 6.0-liter V12 making 621 horsepower. The back seats are more luxurious than most first-class airplane seats. You get folding tables, heated and cooled cup holders, and even a full entertainment system. 2. Darts Prom Braun, $1.2 million. Just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, this beast from Latvia is basically a tank disguised as an SUV. Let's start with the crazy stuff. This thing has a Kevlar titanium body. They've used something called GBOL armor technology, and it's the first time they've ever put this tech in a civilian vehicle. The craziest part? Despite all that armor, it weighs the same as a regular SUV. Under the hood, pure insanity. We're talking about a Mercedes-sourced twin-turbo V12 that can be tuned up to 1,500 horsepower. And the security features are where things get movie-level crazy. First off, there are no visible door handles. They're hidden, and here's the best part. They'll actually shock anyone who shouldn't be trying to open them. And forget about regular mirrors. Instead, you get high-tech cameras for your rear view. And the windows are not just bulletproof. They can switch from clear to completely opaque at the push of a button. Step inside and things get even more outrageous. Forget your regular luxury car interior. Darts goes completely bonkers. They've actually replaced some of the digital screens with old-school analog gauges. But don't worry, they make up for it with gold accents everywhere. And the upholstery choices? We're talking alligator skin, shark skin, and even stingray skin. Because regular leather is just too mainstream, right? Need to store your secret documents? This thing comes with biometric storage devices built right in. That's some James Bond-level security right there. At $1.2 million, this isn't just an SUV, it's a rolling fortress. But believe it or not, we've still got one more SUV that's even more expensive. 1. Carlman King, $1.9 million. And finally, the king of them all. The Carlman King looks like it drove straight out of a sci-fi movie. Built in Italy but designed in LA, this thing is absolutely massive. It's actually built on a Ford F-550 chassis, and it's got a 6.8-liter V10 engine. But here's the funny part. This $1.9 million beast is limited to just 87 miles per hour. But when you're basically driving a luxury lounge, who needs speed? The interior is absolutely bonkers. We're talking reclining alligator skin seats, a built-in coffee maker, champagne flutes, a massive TV. It's literally a nightclub on wheels. Most buyers go for the bulletproof option, because why not? That'll add another $300,000 to your bill. One buyer in Africa even spent $3.5 million on their custom version. Each one takes 9 to 15 months to build. And right now, they've got 20 buyers lined up in North America alone. As their sales director says, people either hate it or love it. But at $1.9 million, I guess you don't need everyone to love it. And there you have it. The 13 most expensive SUVs ever made. From basic $179,000 Mercedes to the almost $2 million Carlman King. Which one would you choose if money was no object? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more amazing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.